Namaskaram. Very, very good evening to all respected students. Hope all of you are doing good.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Namaste.
Namaste,
Is my
sir.
Namaste, ma'am. Is my voice loud, audible, and clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pranam, ma'am. Pranam. So I welcome you all to the session 1, part 2 of the PAX 11, which is the secrets of the sixth bhava. So write down the next point in continuation to what we were discussing yesterday. All of you, please write down point number 13. Point number 13. Sixth bhava indicates roga. Roga means what? Ailment, disease. The sixth bhava indicates roga, ailment. Below that, write down the graha, which indicates roga or ailment, is Shanishwaran or Shani Bhagwan. So write down the point. When the sixth bhava in the horoscope is associated with Shani Bhagwan, which means Shani can be there, Shani can be aspecting, right? Else, when Kanya Rashi in the horoscope is associated with Shani, the arogya or the health of the native will be less. Less. Right. So you should be careful here. Whenever you see a horoscope in the sixth bhava, you have a Shani aspecting the sixth bhava, right? Any form of association of Shani with the sixth bhava or namaskaram. Any form of association with the sixth bhava, who Shanishwaran, or if you see Kanya Rashi in your horoscope associated with Shanishwaran, then health should be cared upon by this person, right? So the graha now, which indicates what? Roga. Neerja ma'am, good evening. Jayantaya, good evening. So the graha which indicates roga is Shani. Right? So the moment you see this, immediately you should come to a conclusion that it is Shani which actually goes about and triggers or initiates the ailment in one person's body. So now there's something here. Wherein, is there something to do with the continuation of the ailment? Is the ailment small? Is the ailment big? Will this ailment come to a cure, or you will get cured? Will you get cured quickly, or will it be delayed? All of this also needs to be ascertained. Okay? Or will this person be taking continuous medication for this ailment, or will the medication just be for a particular span of time? Again, when we get into medication, how a medication works for a person, how a medication does not work for a person, all of that is something that we already discussed yesterday, right? So sometimes what happens for a few people, they have an ailment, right? And they will be able to come out of that ailment quickly. Some people, it would take a prolonged time. Some people, it would turn out to a chronic ailment. So all of this is something that needs to be analyzed. And we are just going here step by step, bit by bit. Next, write down. When the sixth bhava from where Shani is placed in the horoscope, loses strength, which means what? Is in balavina, is not strong, then this person will have an ailment. So you have a horoscope, you look at where Shani is in the horoscope. The sixth from where Shani is in the horoscope, as per the Rashi. If you see that particular bhava from the sixth is losing strength, then immediately you should come to a conclusion. Yes, this person has an ailment. Next, when the 8th from Shani in the horoscope is afflicted, which means what? Is Balavina again. Then the intensity of the ailment is strong. When the 8th from Shani in the horoscope is afflicted, then the intensity of the ailment is strong. What will happen to this person? In a young age itself, this person will have medication, will have medical expenses, will undergo a surgery. What will happen? Write down, in a young age itself, the person will have medical expenses, the person will undergo a surgery. Will undergo a surgery. Now let's study an example here. All of you cast an example horoscope. Let me just connect the iPad to the Mac. Please cast a horoscope. For people in the southern part of India, just stick on with the standard South Indian chart. For people in the northern part of India, we'll share the North Indian style just for your convenience. Right? Okay. Now, all of you cast a horoscope. First, let me get into the South Indian horoscope here. So here, remember, I'm using the term the 6th from Shani. So it's obvious here the Lagna is not required. So I'm just going to enter the Lagna for the convenience of people in the northern part of India. So first you write, or you put Shani in Vrishabha Rashi and put Shani in Vakragati here. And put Shukra in Kanya Rashi. Right? So for the convenience of people in the northern part of India, Simha Lagna, Shani in Rishabha Rashi. So Shani is here. Shukra in Kanya Rashi. Shukra is here. Right? Now remember here, the rule that we discussed just now, when the 8th from Shanishwaran is afflicted in the horoscope, then the intensity of the ailment is more. When? In the future. But even otherwise, in a young age itself, the person would have or undergo medical expenses and will undergo a surgery. Now, here we have Shani in a Vakragati, right, in Rishabha Rashi. So which would be the 8th bhava from Shani? It would be Tulam. How is Tulam here? Tulam is getting into a nicha, is getting into a debilitated position here. So this person in the age of 10 itself had to undergo a surgery. PX 1113.
So there's a little confusion with the North Indian chart and placement of Graha. Have you, what is the Lagna, sir? Could you please repeat?
Simha Lagna, ma'am.
Simha Lagna. Oh, sorry, I heard wrong. Sorry, sir. Thank you.
Right. Marked here, no, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I had heard wrong, so I was confused. Sorry for that.
But even I heard it. Even I heard Vrishabha Lagna.
Sir, you've marked Rishabh in the South Indian format.
Ma'am, in Rishabha, okay, if I had actually, by mistake, if I had told something, in Rishabha, you put Shani in Vakragati.
And Lagna is Simha.
Yeah, Lagna is
Okay.
Simha.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, right, put Lagna is Rishabha, change it. Right? In Rishabha, you put Shani. Maybe I would have put Rishabha, maybe I would have told Rishabha Lagna correctly. Okay. Right. So the logic here is we are not considering the Lagna here. Just for your convenience, right? For the people in the northern part of India, put the Lagna as Simha Lagna. From Shani, the 8th from Shani, if he is afflicted, then what it means? So since here Shani is getting into a Vakragati, so obviously the 8th from Shani would become Tulam. So the Rashi Lord, which is Shukra, is getting into a debilitation. So this is what happened. Right? So what is the thing that you need to remember here? When the 6th from Shani is afflicted, yes, there is something to do with the medical expenses. Again, when the 8th from Shani is afflicted, then there is medical expenses, but that is on a huge side. So the difference here is reflected upon by whether it is 6th from Shani which is afflicted or whether the 8th from Shani which is afflicted, right? Generically, you can go about and predict, but how do you come into a certain conclusion? The 6th Bhava in the horoscope afflicted. It is associated with Shani. Okay, there is some ailment. But now, 6th from Shani, 8th from Shani, that will give you a clearer, finite, better answer, and it will give you a confirmation on that. PX 1157.
So basically, we're looking at the 6th and 8th from Shani when we find the 6th from Lagna is afflicted. So
Yes.
in a case where the 6th from Lagna is not afflicted, then even if the 6th from Shani Bhagwan or 8th from Shani Bhagwan is afflicted, so is it some kind of a temporary or sort of intermittent medications and they will come out of it, or how do we look at it?
6th itself means something which is addressable. This is one. Again, to answer the question in another light, see, let us say in the 6th Bhava, you don't see any form of an affliction, right? You don't see Shani associated with the 6th Bhava. But still the person is telling, what, I'm having some form of an ailment. I'm having an ailment. Then what you need to do is, the 6th Bhava is not giving you a clearer answer here or a clear-cut answer here. Immediately you look at the 6th from Shani, the 8th from Shani, that will give you the answer. Do you get the logic here?
Okay, so irrespective of whether the 6th house is afflicted or not, we
Right.
should be giving the importance to the 6th from Shani Bhagwan and 8th from Shani Bhagwan.
Right, right. Generically looking at the 6th, that is a general way of looking at the prediction. What is the next step? The next step, the higher step is 6th from Shani, 8th from Shani. That will give you a deeper answer. Right?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Already. Sheila, ma'am, go ahead.
Sir, I think the question he also asked, let's say the 6th from Shani itself is not afflicted, then do we look at the 8th from Shani, or both are not connected to each other?
Ma'am, if 6th from Shani is not afflicted and the 8th is afflicted, immediately you need to predict what I told you, ma'am.
Okay, so they are not, they are irrespective of each other, it can still work. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
PX, yes. Go ahead. So I'm not telling you to go in an order here, right? I'm not telling you, look at 6th, look at the 6th Bhava. If you want, you can go in an order in order to go about and aid your practice. But at times you can just get into it itself, right? You can go in an order at a starting level. Okay, 6th Bhava, is it afflicted? Yes, it is afflicted. Okay, let me do a confirmation here. 6th from Shani is afflicted. Yes, it is afflicted. Will it continue 8th from Shani this way also? You can do. Or straight away if you want. Somebody is saying, you're just looking into the horoscope and you see nothing to do with an ailment. Somebody says, can you just look into the health because I'm having a health issue? Immediately look at the 6th from Shani. Immediately you look at the 8th from Shani. That will give you an answer, right?
Okay.
The idea here is when we look into a horoscope generically, we may miss out on a whole lot of things. The 6th indicates Runa, Roha, Shatru, so many things that we have discussed till now. So what exactly does it indicate? Does it indicate more than one? Does it indicate many? This is what we're trying to get into. Okay.
Right.
PAX 96.
Yes, sir, thanks. I had a question that suppose that 6th and 8th from Saturn, they are not afflicted. And 6th house from Lagna is not associated with Saturn. then I should be able to conclude that this native is likely to have a quite healthy life.
No ailment
Quite-
is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So sixth house, unless it is associated with Saturn, will not indicate disease. Am I right?
Yeah,
to
as
conclude
of
that?
now, no. As of now, what we are discussing is we are discussing the sixth, which indicates ailment with respect to Shani. Now, there can be so many permutations and combinations for an ailment. So let's go step by step, one by one.
Okay, sir.
Right?
So-
Here,
so
as of now, the
one-
focus is here.
Yeah, one last question, sir.
Hmm.
When we are examining the affliction from of sixth and eighth from Saturn, I was wondering if Sun is aspecting that particular house, let's say sixth from Saturn, is that going to be considered an affliction?
You're telling Sun is aspecting the sixth or the sixth lord.
Let's imagine the sixth house from Saturn.
I have no
has
imagination, no hypothesis. Get point blank to an example horoscope. I have a horoscope like this. This is the combination. This is how it is. That's how you need to look into it.
I don't
Do you have
an example. No, I
okay,
don't.
but even otherwise, let me just aid to your study here, just in case. When we are talking about something to do with an association of Sun, is it considered to be Shubha or is it considered to be Ashubha as per our course of study?
Shubha.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
is it
Sun's
so is it going to actually augment or is it going to actually go about and accelerate to the ailment, or is it going to give you a nivarti, or is it going to give you a solution?
See, according to my understanding, Sun should not be should be positive only for the health. But
So that's it. You have the answer.
yes, sir. One last very quick question, sir. I'm sorry. Just see, for Virgo Lagna, for example, sixth house is owned by Saturn, right? So by definition, the sixth house in Virgo Lagna or Leo Lagna will be associated with Saturn. So they are at a higher risk of disease.
Yeah, remember yesterday itself, I told you that, when it comes to the sign of Virgo itself, the sixth indicates disease. The sixth also indicates something to do with, hard work. So remember, I told you they would have to actually go about and pursue an immense amount of hard work in order to come up in life, right? The sixth also indicates disease, but the sixth also becomes the Kala Purusha's 11th Bhava. So does it not mean that there would be solutions or there would be something to do with the path to recovery as well? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct. Thank you.
Okay. PX 1156, go ahead.
Sir, it's my kundli only. So it will be an excellent example because my Makar Rashi and Makar Lagna. So moon is in first house and sixth house is Saturn retro.
Okay.
So one thing. And from there, if I see eighth house, retrograde Saturn, there is Rahu, Sun and Venus. Okay, and Mars and Venus is changing the house also.
Ma'am, Rahu, who else is there, ma'am?
Rahu, Sun, Venus.
Rahu, Sun, Venus in Vrishchika. That's what you're telling me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, and exchange with Mars also. Mars and Venus exchange also is there. So what I'm trying to say, from childhood, sir, I'm suffering with my head to toe, my body pain, that time they told it is like, now almost 50 years old I am. So that time they told Vellore CMC hospital that I got rheumatism. Okay. Since it was 9.5 years old when they detected. Okay. Since then, slowly, I got high BP, then diabetic, then heart problem, everything. What I don't have, sir. I have all the health issues. And from head to toe, I'm full of pain. So excellent example will be my chart. So
and where is Mars in the horoscope, ma'am?
It is on Tula. No, Tula. Vrishchik, they have Scorpio, Rahu, Sun, Venus, 10th house basically. 10th house is Mars and Mercury.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay.
Hmm. So
Okay.
that's
All
what I wanted to say, sir.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. But how did you come up with the parivartana here, ma'am? What is the logic here?
This is
Okay, fine. All
Venus
right.
is in 7 and 8. Tula and Vrishchik.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So basically, always you need to keep this in mind. See, irrespective of whatever it is, why is there an ailment? Immediately you see the 6th from your lagna, there is a Shani. So it's a clear-cut indication that there is an ailment. So it's very easy to analyze here. But let's say there was no Shani in the horoscope, and let's say there was some other horoscope where you don't have any form of an affliction, and a person says there is an affliction. Then what you need to do is look into the 6th from Shani, look into the 8th from Shani. If it is the 8th from Shani, immediately you need to come into a conclusion. Yes, there can be problems here. Now here in your horoscope, irrespective of, whatever the analysis is, immediately as you move backwards, right? 8th from Shani, who's there? There is a Rahu here. So here, obviously, when it comes to health-related issues, it automatically creates problems. It creates difficulties here, right? Again, obviously, we are also referring to a parivartana here. Immediately, it again goes about and creates, and at the same time, it contains to a certain extent the problem here, right? That's how it is. Okay. Next.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Chronic, sir. Chronic. I know I cannot be all right ever. So all the time medication, sir. All the time. Painful.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. So all of you can also share 6th, 8th,
Sir,
anybody who wants to share.
Can I share a horoscope, sir?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead. The more you share, people will also come into a conclusion. They would also come into a conclusive evidence here. Go ahead.
Lagna is this thing, Gemini, sir. The 8th house is the house of Shani, but Shani is not seated there. It is seated in the 9th house, but because it is Shani, I am assuming that there are health problems, and the person has had health problems. He's had meningitis at a very young age, and the fits or epilepsy as a result of that fever of the young age, and is on pills to avoid, getting his fits, which started with the fever at the very young age.
8th from Shani, 6th from Shani.
8th from Shani is Capricorn, sir, and the Lord is seated in the 9th in Aquarius.
Okay.
So probably the health improved enough to manage life because of Shani going to the 9th house, is what I'm assuming. You tell me whether my thought process.
True. Correct.
Yeah. And the other one also, sir, Jupiter happens to be the 6th house. No, not the 6th house. Sorry. No, I think I'm getting that wrong. But Jupiter is aspected by the 6th Lord, and Jupiter is seated in the 4th house. It is retrograde. And it is also the Shunya planet.
Okay. That we will get into later, ma'am, because as of now, we are going here. Then the grahas and the bhava, then the 6th bhava, the bhava adhipati, which is what? The 6th bhava lord in each of the bhava. That time you would get another set of answers. Okay. All right. Preeti, ma'am, go ahead. PX 11.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
It my friend Gemini ascendant. Saturn in 10th house. Retrograde.
Okay.
6th from Saturn is Sun debilitated.
Okay. Ma'am, Saturn is in Meena Rashi. Am I correct, no, ma'am? He's getting into a retrograde motion. So what would be the 6th from Saturn, ma'am? You need to go backwards, no, ma'am?
Ha, sir, I'm saying backwards Sun there. Debilitated.
Ma'am, 6th from Saturn, ma'am. Go backwards. From Meena, you need to move backwards. Meena, Kumbha, Makara, Dhanusha. Then what, ma'am? Vrishchika. So what would be the 6th, ma'am? Turam, no, ma'am? Tulam.
Sun. There is sun in Tula.
Okay, there is sun in Tulam. Okay, fine.
Debilitated.
Hmm.
Till now, she don't have any like diseases that you say. But sir, you gave one rule yesterday. 5 from sun, 5th from sun, 9th from sun. So I asked her this simple question like why? Because her 5th from sun there is Ketu. So I asked her regarding medicine, like when you take medicine, is it little hard for you? And she says like yes.
Remember, I also told you about, see, how to actually look at the Nietzsche grahas, right?
Okay.
Sun is debilitated in the horoscope. When it is required to consider sun as a Nietzsche, you consider that. Otherwise, sun is a sun. Remember that. Now, where is Shukra in the horoscope?
Her in 7th. Oh, sorry, in Jupiter 9, Sagittarius.
Oh. So now we don't call this as an affliction here, no, ma'am. Right?
Oh,
From
like
what we are studying now. Yeah.
Okay.
When the 6th from Shani is afflicted, then immediately you need to look into that. Okay. Now, the second thing that you need to look at is, okay, we have finished the 6th from Shani. Now, which would be the 8th from Shani?
Rahu, there is Rahu. In Sun, like 5. Sinha, Leo.
Right. Which is the 8th from Sun? So, Sun. Now, Sun is debilitated. So, here is where you need to consider that. Now, you need to ask her this question. In a young age itself, did you have any health ailment? Did you have any health issue? Did you go through medical expenses? Right? Why? Because the 8th is afflicted, obviously. He's getting into a debilitation here. Do you get it? And what did you tell? In Simha Rashi itself, there is a Rahu. So, you should ask this question. Do you get that, ma'am? So this also answers the other person's question. There were people who asked, what if the 6th is not afflicted? Should I not go to the, is it right that I should not go to the 8th? No, you can go to the 8th as well. That will give you an answer, right? Again, you should also forewarn her, whenever it comes to something to do with, you know what, health, tell them to be careful, because if an ailment comes, it would prolong. Now, let's say in the same horoscope, if we had to put a guru in Mesha, so then there will be something to do with, you know what, a balance here. A health issue will be there, a prolonged health issue will be there, but some support will also be happening because of a Guru Drishti. Do you get the logic here, ma'am? Ma'am, clear?
Yes, sir, I get it.
Right. PX11-9, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Aya.
Sir, your each and every class amazed us, sir. Yesterday class, today's class, sir, all are excellent, sir. Excellent, sir.
Good.
So today's my question is about the Saturn in Leo Lagna. The Saturn is the lord of 6th house. And if the Saturn is in the Kark Rashi, that is in the 12th house, it directly aspects its own house, that is the 6th house. So would it shows more disease or it shows the destruction of the disease?
No, it will show disease. Right.
Okay. It shows serious diseases.
Yeah, it shows diseases, but you will get a clearer answer here. Why? Because we will be discussing, 6 Bhava
Yes,
Lord
sir.
in each of the Bhavas. That is where you will get an answer. So don't hurry up, wait. Right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just go step by step. When I say step by step also, I'm not even telling you to take the next step. The step should be what? You take one step. Right before that foot, only you should keep that foot. Don't jump anywhere. Because if you jump even one step, you will lose the points. PX11-29, Nirjama, go ahead.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, ma'am.
So my daughter, she has Makar Lagan with the Lagna Lord Saturn in the 8th house, retrograde, along with Ketu. So she suffers from thyroid since childhood.
Yeah.
Thyroid problem since childhood.
Right. So that is there.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for sharing. Shweta Pathak.
Yes, namaste, sir.
Namaste.
So I have Rahu in 6th from Saturn. Saturn is in the 6th house itself and Gemini Lagna. And,
okay, Gemini Lagna. Where is Saturn, ma'am?
It is in Scorpio in the 6th Bhava.
Okay, that itself is a Red tag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And sixth from Saturn is Rahu in Aries.
Again.
And yeah, eighth house is the ascendant. So there is no aspect of any malefic on ascendant. So,
but where is Buddha, ma'am?
Buddha is also in the sixth house with Saturn.
Okay.
And
so Mercury is along with Saturn, no, ma'am. That is a problem, no, ma'am.
Okay.
The eighth, see, the eighth from Saturn is along with Saturn itself. Isn't that a problem? Right.
Yes, sir.
Now, you also need to look at, is there something to do with the connection of Guru? Is there something to do with the connection of especially Guru or Sun, in order to come up with a solution here, right? Else, whenever it comes to health issues, whenever it comes to serious conditions here, should be careful. That's how it is, right?
Right, sir. Sun is also in the sixth house. So Sun, Saturn, Mercury are in the sixth house. And Rahu is in the 11th house, sixth from Saturn. And Jupiter is in the 8th house. So Saturn is aspecting Jupiter.
Okay. No, ma'am. Sun is along with Saturn and Venus. No, ma'am. So Saturn and Mercury. Am I correct?
Yes.
So that itself will give you a solution to an extent, right?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, sir. So just to describe my health conditions, I will not describe myself as somebody who's very vital, very energetic. I get tired easily. I have to manage my energy on a daily basis.
Right.
And there is no serious ailment also, but if I injured my leg 3 years ago, my knee, that's my constant. It keeps coming and going depending on usage of my leg. Right. But it's not very much. But I do have an understanding that prolonged illness can be there if I don't take care. So I have to be very cautious.
Yeah, you will get a set of answers now. What are the set of answers here? Sun in the sixth bhava, you will get an answer. Mercury in the sixth bhava, you will get an answer, right?
Yes.
Do you get it, ma'am? You will get an answer. Then the sixth bhava lord and the sixth bhava lord. Where is Shani, ma'am? Where did you tell Shani is?
Sixth bhava lord Mars, sir, is in the 4th house. Shani is in the 6th house in Scorpio.
Right. So Shani in the 6th house, you will get an answer. Sixth bhava lord in the 4th, you will get an answer. Like that, you should connect, right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Sheila, ma'am, go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, another horoscope. Saturn is in Lagna and retrograde. So it is aspecting the 6th house.
Ma'am, just a minute. Saturn is in Lagna, ma'am. Which Lagna?
Lagna Virgo.
Okay. Saturn is
retrograde.
So
retrograde,
no,
sir.
You don't have to go that far, ma'am. Saturn is in Virgo itself. No, ma'am. So it immediately would give you an answer.
Saturn Virgo. Yes, sir. And it's also aspecting the house of Mars. So there is a blood-related problem. Although it is not major because I think Venus is seated there, I'm not sure. And secondly, it has a back problem.
Don't go to all that, ma'am. Just apply the rules here. 6 from Saturn or Saturn associated with the Lagna. Sorry, Saturn associated with what? The 6th. Or Saturn associated with Virgo. That's all. Don't deviate from the rules, please.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Okay. PX 1112. PX 1112. Please do understand this is not a session for you to contemplate upon. What has already been contemplated upon is given to you as a set of rules. Does it mean you just need to copy and paste what I'm telling? No. You need to take the rules first. You need to tell me what you need to actually go about and take down, jot down what I'm sharing, then contemplate, then share with me. I'm always there to listen to you after the class, right? So don't rush. PX 12. No, this is not, this is for everybody. PX 1112. Go ahead.
I have got my brother's daughter's horoscope, who is the Saturn is in Dhanusha Rasi, and the 6th house, that is Rishabha Rasi, Mandi is there, right? And the 8th house, she's got Sun, Jupiter, and Ketu in it, and her Lagna is Kumbha. So Surya, Sun, Jupiter, and Ketu are in the 6th house. and the sixth lord is in Kanya, right? Right from her, she has got a very bad eating habit. Right from childhood, she was very bad at eating, and her growth is as such. She is now about 32 years old. She will look just like she is about 18, 19 years old. Her body is also as lean as possible, very lean, very thin, and that is her problem. And I think she has got some problem with her uterus also. Uterus also. So this is there right from the beginning. So this Saturn, is it right? Like what I'm saying is
simple, ma'am. Kanya Lagna. In Kanya Lagna, there is Chandra. Okay, leave that. But yes. Shani, where is he? Shani is in Dhanusha. So obviously, where would Shani aspect? Shani would aspect Kanya Lagna. Am I correct, no, ma'am?
Yes.
So immediately you have one answer, right?
Yes. This like is a long-standing ailment, isn't it? This is a long-standing ailment.
No, because you need to look at, no, sixth is something which has a solution here, right? Sixth is something which has a solution here. Now, from Shani, you look into the eighth, right? So you have the eighth, which happens to be...
You've got Sun, Jupiter,
Sun,
and Ketu.
Jupiter, and Ketu here. So Ketu here, that automatically is a problem here. But where is he, right? He is in Kanya. He is again aspected by Shani himself. So again, there is something to do with the chronicness to it. But also keep in mind, we have two Shubha Grahas there. Guru, which is getting into an exalted position. And we also have Sun, which will give her the support. Like that you need to tell, right? Then you will also get one more set of answers. Like for example, when we cover in Kanya Rashi, when there is a moon, what does it do? You will get an answer for that there. In the sixth house, Sun. In the sixth house, Guru. In the sixth house, Ketu. The sixth Bhava Lord in the eighth. What does it do? You will get an answer there, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right. Preeti ma'am, go ahead. If you have a question, else put your hands down. Shweta ma'am, if you're done, please put your hands down.
Sir. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Actually, sir, one question. Another chart.
Okay. Go ahead,
ma'am. Dhanu Lagna. Saturn moon in 4th house. Like Pisces. 6 from that is Leo, in Leo. We have Rahu, Venus, and Mercury. And 8, it's Tula, Libra. There is nothing there. So we check the Lord. That is in Leo, Venus. Rahu, Venus, and Mercury. Sir, hormonal imbalance?
No, ma'am. What it signifies? Do you want to share, or are you asking me the question?
No, sir. There is a problem of hormonal imbalance. So, is it because of this? Because 6 is Rahu. Rahu is. This is I'm thinking.
Ma'am, where did I discuss about hormonal imbalance here?
No, you haven't, sir.
So please don't deviate from the topic, ma'am. Right?
Okay.
Shani. 6 from Shani is afflicted. 8 from Shani is afflicted. Don't go even one step ahead of whatever I'm telling. For each and everything, you will be getting an answer. Why are you rushing? Right. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Right. Anybody else has a question? Can we move on? Okay. So immediately when you see a horoscope, right? Immediately your mind should go to the 6th here. Obvious. Else, immediately your mind should also go into Kanya. That will give you an answer. Again, if you want to go a little deeper into it, then look at 6th from Shani. Look at 8th from Shani. That would indicate something which would continue. PX 1143, go ahead.
43, Sami?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, I just missed out on telling you this. In one horoscope, in Virgo, I have Rahu. That's wrong. So would Rahu here be, you said Rahu is not considered as bad for Virgo. So would I consider illness here or not illness here?
No, I didn't tell you Rahu is considered bad for Virgo. When it came to Udyoha, I told you it is considered to be good.
Okay, sir.
Here it is bad. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So the only reason recordings are shared with you is just for this purpose, so that you don't misinterpret what I'm telling you. Right?
Yeah. You can get confused. Sorry about it.
Okay. So immediately when you see the horoscope, you see the 8th from Shani, it's afflicted. Okay. You should tell them, be careful. Did you undergo some surgery or did you have some medical expenses? From when you were a child itself, was there something to do with the medical expenses? Cross-check all of them. Right? So the idea here is, what you should be able to assess a horoscope from different angles, or at least you should have 2 angles to assess upon, right? How is it like this? How is it like this? That is when you would actually go about, you will be able to go about and get a clearer answer, a better answer, a confirmation, a confidence to actually go about and place your predictions. But by the way, this should not be something that should actually go about and confuse you. No. I'm telling you, look at it in this angle or in different angle in order to come to a confidence. Okay, definitely there is a problem. Only one angle, when you actually look at something, it can actually lead you to a situation where you're not able to understand something clearly, right? Only when you change the angle a little bit, you would get a clearer answer. Jayantaya, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ayya. Namaskar.
I have my brother's case, very interesting. He has a Kanya Lagna, Sun and Mercury in Lagna. Then in the second house, he has Saturn and Venus, Saturn exalted, Venus in own house. And the 6th from Saturn is mean Rashi. The Lord of mean Rashi, Jupiter exalted in 11. And 8th from Saturn is Vrishab Rashi. And Moon is in Vrishab Rashi. So Moon is also strong.
Okay.
But in spite of that, in his childhood, he suffered from rickets to the extent that we were on the point of losing him. But due to God's grace or whatever magic, one unknown person gave some medicine to my father, and my father treated him with that. My father himself is a doctor, was a doctor. But he was also totally confused what to do. But this man from nowhere, he came and he gave him some powder, and my brother recovered. Now, in this situation, how can we explain from this angle?
Okay, where is Shani, Ayya? In which nakshatra is Shani?
Shani in the second house. Shani in the second house exalted with Venus.
Okay, in which nakshatra, to be specific?
Oh, that I have to see.
Now, just let's say Shani is in Swati nakshatra. Now, everything that you change, everything that you told me changes now. No?
Okay.
If Shani is in Swati nakshatra, then immediately you would have to go reverse. Am I correct?
Yes.
So now what would be the 8th from Shani?
Okay. That I'll see and I'll let you know.
Remember, that's the reason I always tell, when you don't get an answer, when there is not a clarity to the answer, immediately look closer. You will get something else. Is there something to do with the shunya?
Could be. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. PX 1143.
Sir, when we spoke of rickets, I was reminded. I was born in a Shani Dasa, and I was born premature and with rickets. But within 3 months, because of exposure to sun and olive oil and all that, I was able to become normal. So Shani Dasa could have caused the issue, is what
We are not getting into Shani Dashama. 8th from Shani, what is there in your horoscope? If it is afflicted, then immediately, in a young age itself, you will have health issues. Medication will be there. Check that.
It is aspected by Mars. Shani
So
is
that's
aspected. That's
it.
Okay. Right.
Okay. So let's move on. Next point. All of you write down. Next point. Quickly. Point number 14. Loan. Point number 14. Loan. Right? Now, listen carefully, all of you. When does somebody incur or when does somebody take loan? When does somebody take loan? Owing to what loan comes in your life? Right? Can anybody answer that? Just one person. All of you don't bounce at the same time. One person. Just one person.
More than income.
Expenses is more than income. Correct. Right? The moment your earning is less, or when there is more expense than your income, something to do with, you know what? Something to do with taking loan or loans happen, right? Again, you also need to keep this in mind what we discussed yesterday. When does an argument happen? When you talk more than what is required. You should talk and finish it off. You should talk to the point, right? Remember, we discussed about problems and how to actually go about and curtail problems. So one, your earning, there is a decrease in your earnings, owing to which, what? There is something to do with loans, which means the Kala Purusha's second bhava is Shukra, the second which indicates your earning, the second which indicates your Vakya. He is getting debilitated here in the sixth bhava. See how all of this is beautifully connected. It is not, something for you to actually just blindly mug up or memorize. Everything is so minutely connected here. So it is indirectly telling here, look, second bhava, which indicates the speech, the second bhava, which indicates the sight, the second bhava, which indicates something to do with, something to do with earnings. I am getting debilitated here. Now, when it comes to loans, you always need to keep this in mind. Is a loan good or bad? Because you have people who take loans for the right reason. They will have a procedure to take loans. They will approach the right kind of banks. They will go to the right kind of people. They would go and take loans. They would pay it on time. So a loan would in turn be productive for them. So this is one category of people you need to check. Right? We are going to study all of that. Next is, you also have people, who go to private entities, private bodies. Not that, every private entity or every private body is bad, but still, there are also people who go to not the rightest of places to take loans, irrespective of the rate of interest, abnormal amount, right? A rate of interest, they would go and take loans from there. So why do people do that? Why do people do this? There are people who go about and take loans in a correct way, from the correct places, at the correct rate of interest, use it for the correct purpose, pay it on time. There are people who do the other way around also. Go to places where you're not supposed to go, pay interest that you're not supposed to pay, sometimes pay, sometimes not pay. Why does that happen? Right? So all of this is linked here, right, with the sixth bhava here. Here, you also need to impact here the moment you see the sixth bhava, or in Kanya, you see a Ashubha Graha. Now you may ask this question, do I consider Rahu also? Yes, you consider Rahu also in this case. You should tell the person, you should forewarn the person to be cautious, especially when it comes to loans, right? This is something that you should immediately tell a person based on the question that he is asking. The querist, the Jataka, may ask you a question. So for that question, you should have an immediate answer. When Kanya Rashi in the horoscope is occupied by a malefic, Shani, Rahu, Ketu, Mandi, Mangala, you should tell them what? Be careful when it comes to loans. Okay. So loans is the sixth bhava, write it down. The graha which indicates loan, immediately don't think it is Mars. The graha which indicates loans is, write down, Buddha or Buddhan Bhagwan. Buddha or Buddhan Bhagwan. So remember, again I'm repeating, there are people who take loans with a purpose. Take 10 lakhs of loan, 20 lakhs of loan, but there should be a purpose behind. Some people take loan and they do it they actually go about and use it for useless endeavors, right? Something which is not productive. So why is it that you need a loan? Will you be able to repay that loan? Will the person be able to repay that loan? Or did he just take a loan hurriedly from someplace? Who should take a loan? Who should not take a loan? So one answer here is, when you see a Ashubha Graha in Kanya Rashi, or when you see a Ashubha Graha in the 6th Bhava, when you see in, when I say in, I obviously mean association as well, which means an aspect, then immediately you should tell the person to be careful when it comes to taking loan. Or especially you should tell, only if it is required, take loan, otherwise don't take loan itself. Next point, write down. When the 6th Bhava in the horoscope, else Kanya Rashi is associated with Shubha Grahas, which means it is there, a Shubha Graha is there, a Shubha Graha is aspecting. So then they can
Please
take,
repeat this. Sir, please repeat this sentence.
When the 6th Bhava in the horoscope, else Kanya Rashi is associated with Shubha Grahas, even one Shubha Graha, right? Then they will get loan from banks. They will get loan from bank. So they will get loan. What about Rahu, sir? Will they also get loan? They will also get loan. But remember, just now we discussed, you should tell them, be careful. So when a Shubha Graha is associated with either Kanya Rashi or the 6th Bhava in your horoscope, you will get a loan from a bank. And that will be in a proper channel. That will be in a proper way. You will be able to settle it, and you can actually go about and tell them, okay, you can take loan. So now you should know who to tell, go ahead, take a loan. You will take a loan for a proper purpose. You will take a loan with a certain limit, and you will be able to repay back. And who to tell, you be careful when you're going to take a loan, right? So when Ashubha Grahas are there, when Ashubha Grahas are associated, then immediately you should tell them to be careful, right? What is the carefulness? What is the parihara here? The parihara here itself, deter from taking loans. Deter from taking loans where you will be taking loans at unimaginable rate of interest. So sometimes the parihara is there in what? In the discussion itself, wherein if it is there, don't take, don't go there. Okay, this is how it is. So next, Mercury, Buddha, since we discussed what? Loan, the graha, which actually goes about and indicates loan, is Mercury. When the 6th from Mercury, has a Ashubha Graha, or if the 6th from Mercury is afflicted, then they will have problems owing to loans. They will have problems owing to loans. Immediately when you see the 6th from Mercury is afflicted in the horoscope, immediately you should tell the person, don't go and take loans. You will get into problem. See, the first step is 6th Bhava. It is generic, right? The first step or the first layer is what? The 6th Bhava, which is generic. Kanya Rashi, which again actually goes above and cements that generic. Next, I'm not somehow getting an answer here. Next, or there is a hidden answer in your horoscope. That's why astrology is called as what? Hidden treasure, hidden shastra, right? Hidden knowledge. What do you mean by hidden? You just need to look a little deeper, right? Deeper means what? Not too deep. I'm teaching you how to do it. So now look at the 6th from Mercury. Immediately when you see the 6th from Mercury afflicted, right? Immediately you should come to a conclusion, okay, there's going to be a major problems pertaining to loans, and you should tell him not to take loans. So here you will see a lot of people who are affected, who are impacted owing to loans. And you will see the 6th from Mercury is heavily afflicted. Let's say the 6th from Mercury in the horoscope, there is a moon, there is a Mandi, there is a Shani, or there is a Ketu, right? Immediately, or a Rahu, immediately you can come to a conclusion that, you know what, owing to loans, there will be a problem. See, Rahu Bhagavan will give you loans. So let us say there is a connection of Rahu. It is not that you won't get loans, but then now you want to come to a conclusion, you know what, this person will get loans. And he may be erratic also while taking loans, but will he be able to repay back? There is a situation where there is something to do with loans, taking loans, and it needs to be repaid back. So now, again, put your eyes towards Mercury here. This is the situation where you should go to the next step or the step-by-step process. Look at Mercury. Now, again, if the 6th from Mercury is also afflicted, okay, no, this Rahu is not going to give you loans in the right way, or you're not going to utilize it in the right way. Don't take loans, right? This is the place where you need to actually go about and look into the steps here. So anybody who has the 6th from Mercury afflicted, raise your hands if at all you have something to share. Anybody, the 6th from Mercury afflicted? PX11, DM.
Yeah, hi, sir. I have a chart which is from 6th from Mercury Saturn. And but the problem is when he gives loans, he doesn't get it. It's not like he takes loans, but he
this is also
loans.
there, that is also there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. PX 1143.
Sir, there is Rahu in Virgo, 6th house. So I got my loan with ease, but at a little higher rate than the other banks. I thought I could easily pay back with my salary. However, the moment I took my loan, I lost my job. I think the company which was going fine, the job was going fine, things went haywire. I lost my job. I got back a job and was again going well. Again, that job also went when it was very crucial for me to pay back the loan.
So this is
at that point.
This is the only problem with Rahu. This is the only problem here with Rahu. It is not that it won't give, but it will, you know what? It will induce you, right? It will go about and give you take. So that is the only problem here, right?
Okay. Yeah. There is, yeah.
But if it was a Shubha Graha, no. I will only go with a nationalized bank. I will only go with this rate of interest. That is the way it is. Or, no, if this is not suiting me, I will wait. Right? There will be a procedure here. But Rahu, what is it? I want it right now. Shortcut, right? So that's how it is. So that's why I included Rahu here in the bucket. Right.
But Mercury is affecting my Rahu, sir. So probably that saved me. I was able to pay back with the help of others.
You paid back, no ma'am? That is ultimately what. Yes. PX 1134. PX 1134. GM.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, yeah.
I have one example which I want to share. For example, it's a Kanya Lagna.
Okay, yeah.
And in Lagna, we have Shani and Buddha.
Okay, yeah.
In 4th house, we have Ketu.
Okay.
So am I looking right? So the 6th house Lord is in 1st house. And it's so just the 6th house is afflicted just from the 4th house from Ketu Drishti. Am I right?
Correct. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, but what happened? You tell that. No.
Yeah.
Did the person take loan? Is he not getting loan? You also need to.
No. He has some kind of debt, and he's not able to pay that back.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So the 6th from Mercury, he is afflicted. Why? Because there is a influence. For new students, use the word influence. The moment you get the confidence, then you can start using the word aspect. Otherwise, people would laugh at you. Since when did the shadow planets have aspects? Right? So, okay. PX 1113, go ahead. Good. Thank you for sharing.
So I have a horoscope of Dhanu Lagna. And there is moon sitting in the 6th bhava, exalted moon. And there is Mercury and Venus in the 12th bhava. And so, there is Ketu in the 3rd bhava. So it is influencing the 5th bhava, which is 6th from Mercury. So there is one affliction. Then there is Shani Dev seated in Kanya, 2nd affliction. And in the 6th bhava, there is exalted moon, which is also considered a Shubh Graha. So this person had taken a huge loan, sir, and he had to sell off his house to repay the loan.
So that's a reason. Remember when you asked me this question yesterday, how do we take moon? Right?
Yes, sir.
Some people will say waxing moon, waning moon, whatever it is, right? But also keep this in mind, when moon is exalted, a graha which is in an exalted state, he will behave or he will actually go about and give results. So somehow, whatever it is, something to do with, overcoming a situation can happen owing to that. But nonetheless, moon in the 6th bhava, irrespective of whether you call it exalted, whether you call it debilitated, he is in the 6th. Of course, you will get some more finite answers when we are covering moon in the 6th bhava. You will get an answer, right? So
And
why,
in fact, this
why something to do with selling of a house? Since you're already a student, you should know moon. What does it mean? Who is he? As per the Kalapurusha, where is he? So all of this will come. Right. Yes, ma'am. You wanted to tell something. Go ahead.
And yes, sir, then again, just very recently, he had come to me. He wanted to take another loan. I said, please don't, because this is the time I actually saw his horoscope, and then I realized that, what is the likely combination. I just knew that a few things basically, and when he told me that in the previous time something like this had happened, I just took a very cursory glance at the 6th bhava, and I realized that a malefic is seated over there, so it's not going to do very well for him. These other points I have just got to know today, but just with that bit I told him, I said, I don't think you should take a loan because because there's not a good planet seated over there, and that's the only thing I could figure out, and so I told him not to. And then I also saw that Saturn seated in the 10th bhava.
See, now do you see, you looked at the 6th bhava moon and you gave an answer. Now can you get into a deeper precision, a deeper layer, a finite layer, a better confidence when you're actually going about and guiding somebody? Do you see that?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So that's
now
what
I got that confidence. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I don't necessarily need to look into the 6th bhava also. I just need to look into the 6th from Mercury and that will give me an answer. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Like point 1, don't take a loan. There's a difference between saying, I don't think you should take a loan, and you cannot take a loan. You cannot afford to take a loan. You will get into problem. Don't you think that person would trust you through the entire lifetime, right? Because
Yes,
you're coming
sir.
up with a finite statement, obviously based on a logic, right? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. PX 1073.
Yeah, hello, sir. So basically another chart I would like to share. This is a Karaka Lagna, where in 8th bhava, there is Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. And from Mercury, if we go 6 ahead, then it is Karaka, which is the Lagna. And if I go 8 ahead from Mercury, then it is the 3rd bhava, that is Virgo, where moon is there.
Ma'am. 6th, we are discussing. Okay. Please be where we are discussing. Okay, right.
Okay. Okay.
So where is moon?
So moon is in the 3rd house in Virgo.
Okay.
So
all right.
The person always has been taking loans, And
very good, very good. No.
always in a
very good, very good. I
huge-
shouldn't have interrupted you. Yes, correct, correct. You're going in the right track only. Correct, very good. So the sixth from Mercury is where? From the sixth, from Mercury, where is he?
Sorry, could you repeat? From Mercury?
Ma'am, the sixth from Mercury is who, ma'am? Moon, right?
Is Moon, yes.
Where is he from Mercury?
8, that is in Virgo.
So just point blank, can you tell him we should not even go near loans?
Yes, but the person has always throughout his life has gone in loans, and now to finish one loan he takes another loan. To finish that loan he takes another. So it's been the cycle which a person, I have realized, is not being able to come out of it. So it's where I am realizing the way you have explained it really works over here.
Okay,
Right.
see, the first thing is, I'm not able to understand the rule here. I forgot the rule. Okay, I don't want to get into the Lagna. Okay, immediately my mind should go to Virgo, Kanya. There is a moon there.
Yes.
So now what you can do is,
Right.
based on the question a person is asking, I have a health issue, I have problem with loans. Okay, with that itself, you can come into a conclusion here. Yeah, you will have that, right? But how you will say you will have Runa, Roha, Shatru, like that you will tell. But now let's get into the specifics here. So now omit Kanya. Omit Kanya here. Immediately look into the sixth from Mercury. You will get an answer, right? Do you get it?
Yes, sir. Right.
That's how it is. Jayantaya, go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Once again.
Good evening.
So for me, my Mercury is in the 8th house in Meena with Venus, and so 6th from Mercury is Moon in Lagna. So Moon is, we say it is afflicted, but
Mercury is in Meena Rashi. Am I correct? Yeah.
Meena Rashi, and it is with Venus.
So 6th from Mercury is what? Yeah.
6th from Mercury is Moon in Lagna.
Yeah, Mercury is in Meena Rashi, no? Yeah. Okay.
In 8th house.
Okay.
Mercury is in 8th house. My Lagna is Simha, and in Simha there is the Moon. So there is it is called affliction. But fortunately, I have in the 6th house I have Rahu in Makar.
Okay.
And Jupiter is sitting in the 10th house and aspecting the 2nd house as well as the 6th house.
Okay.
So in spite of that, I have taken a lot of loans, but fortunately, I have never been in problem. I have repaid it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hemalata, ma'am, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Same like the situation what he explained just now. I have Mercury. From 6th from Mercury, I have Rahu.
Ma'am, tell the Lagna first, ma'am.
Yeah, Lagna is Kumbha Lagna. Mercury is in Scorpio and Rahu is in Aries. So from Scorpio, Rahu is in 6th house. That is from Mercury, Rahu is in 6th house. But that Rahu is aspected by two Shubha Grahas, Venus and Jupiter. Jupiter from Simha and Venus from Tula. So the situation what happened is I got all the concessional loan because I was a bank employee. All concessional loans, and I availed all for productive purposes, especially housing loan, vehicle loan, car loan, all that. But the beauty of it is I foreclosed everything before I took a VR or whatever. So this is the add-on I wanted to tell. Though I had loans, it was a positive thing with the aspect of Jupiter, Venus on the Rahu. That is my life only.
Very good. Thank you, Vishal. See, this is the beauty of Rahu, right? It gives you those liberties. It gives you the shortcut. But now, it's not about the shortcut. Where is the support factor coming from? Guru in Simha, there is a drishti. Shukra in Tula, there is a drishti. So what is happening here is, I'm getting it because I'm an employee somewhere, because I'm entitled to these benefits, which not many people can afford. Am I correct, ma'am? I'm getting it. I'm getting it easily, but I'm
Yes,
also
sir, very easy. There is no struggle at all. It is a mandatory. You can just play and
just because I'm getting
lower
it,
interest.
but
Yeah,
just
lower
because I'm
interest.
getting it easily, I'm also following a format here. Now, this format, this procedure, this niyama is coming to you owing to whom? Owing to
Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. Jupiter and the progress is coming from Venus.
Yes.
The development of the
No,
on
ma'am.
account of
No. What did you tell now? What did I use the loan for? I used the loan for buying what? Car. I use the loan for the conveniences. So all this is also coming owing to
Venus. Yeah. And
Very
the beauty is I foreclosed it. That is the beauty of it.
Right.
So as undetermined and no loan, like that I planned it.
Right.
So this is the help of the benefics on the sixth from Mercury.
Yes.
I can relate it.
Right.
Okay. Thank
you. NM11, go ahead.
Pranam Gurudev.
Pranam.
Aries Lagna, Mercury is in 8th house. Looking at the Lagna Lord is in Swati Nakshatra, 7th.
Aries, Lagna is Aries, Mercury is in what? Vrishchika. That's what you're telling me, right?
Vrishchika. Looking at Lagna, 6 from Mercury is Lagna. Lagna Lord is in Swati Nakshatra. And 6th house has Moon Ketu. So it's been 12 years of my job in Gulf, and I keep taking personal loan. I never came out of it, but I've invested all for right purposes: property, house, etc. Like getting sister married, brother completing studies, and all that. But yeah, I'm not sure when will I come out of it. But yeah, I keep topping up.
No, but you should be very, very careful. Unless there is something to do with the Subhagraha association, it can lead you into some major trouble. So you should be careful, right?
Jupiter is in 12, retrograde, looking at Vrishika with Rahu.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yep. So you can actually go about, but be careful, right?
Dhanyavad.
Yeah. PX 1143. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Go ahead. PX 1143.
Sir, when I discussed the horoscope, I missed saying that 6th from Mercury is Leo, which happens to be the Titi Sunya house. So would that apply?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. That also was working along with Rahu in the 6th.
Yeah, definitely. See, when you see that, everything is clear cut, it also applies to the person who asked me this question. See, Guru is there, he's taking care. See if there is something to do with the Titi Shunya, right? All of that is there, right? So always keep all of that in mind.
Okay.
So there are people who make use of loans for the proper purpose. There are people who take loans and they don't use it properly. So this is how it is, right? So this is the thing of loans here, right? So I took a loan and I repaid it. I took a loan, I was not able to repay it. I took it on a very high interest. When a Shubha Graha is associated, immediately what it does, it gives you that opportunity to tally it properly, or it at least gives you that opportunity to tally it, right? That is the whole point here. Okay. Next. Write down. Next. So whenever, see, I've taken a loan, will I be able to repay it back? Immediately, you need to look into the 6th from Mercury. When the 6th from Mercury attains Bala, right, then you can tell that this person will be able to repay his loan, will be able to come out of his loan. So this should be used as a yardstick in order to go about and tell a person whether to actually go about and pursue something to do with loans or not. Sometimes people will actually go about and take loans, take one top-up loan after the other. It will be a never-ending process. It will be a never-ending cycle. So then it means, there is something to do with the Shubha Graha also associated, and Ashubha Graha is also associated, which means what? It is repeating a cycle here. So we will cover all that one by one. Basically, basic rule, basic rule is when the 6th from Lagna is aspected by a Shubha Graha, something to do with the Shubha Graha association is there from the 6th from Lagna, then immediately you can come to a conclusion that owing to loans, there will be adhayam, which means what? There will be gains or there will be benefits. But that is just a generic rule here. Next is what? Will you be able to actually go about and repay the loan? That also will be there applicable with the generic rule. If the 6th from Lagna is associated with a Shubha Graha, you will be able to come out of it. But deeper layers of it will come only when you actually go about and look like that. So when the 6th from Lagna is associated with Shubha Graha, not just loans, my respected students, anything to do with loans, anything to do with enemies, anything to do with, all that we actually also discussed till now, as far as something to do with the 6th bhava is concerned, there is a solution out there. You can come to that from a generic standpoint of view, right? So you will find all of that. Yes, PX NM11, go ahead. PX 1143, go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to ask, 6th from Mercury happens to be Kataka, and so then the moon and Kataka, the moon is located in Aries, then there should not be a problem from moon, right?
6th from where, ma'am?
6th from Mercury. Mercury is in Aquarius, and 6th from Mercury is Kataka Rashi. And moon is seated in Aries.
Okay. So he's in the 3rd from Mercury, no, ma'am?
So it will not create a problem, right?
It can create a problem, no, ma'am?
Yeah. Okay.
3rd is also considered as one of the hidden houses. Now, even if there is a small affliction here beyond this, then it can be problematic, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, all of you want to take a dinner break? It's 8:47 p.m. now. Yes? All of you want to take a dinner break?
Yes.
Can we take a dinner break
sir.
for 15 minutes? Then we would resume. Okay. PX 1143, if you have a question, go ahead. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So as I said,
it's a contradictory horoscope. So a lot of things that are contradictory here. The person has, it's a Lagna of Virgo. Person has Mercury in the 10th house in Gemini. 6th from Gemini is Mars. But Mercury itself is a Sthiti Sunya planet seated in Sthiti Sunya Rasi. And 6th from Mercury is Mars. And Mars is also seated with Mercury. And Rahu is also influencing Scorpio, the house of Mars. Yet the person was able to get loan, probably because of Rahu, was able to get loan with ease and was able to pay it back without any difficulty. Jupiter is aspecting, but Jupiter is also Lord of Sthiti Sunya only, because it is Chaturdasi horoscope.
Okay.
So, Sun is also aspecting, Moon is also aspecting Mars. I mean, Vrichika, and Jupiter is also aspecting.
Sun is in Dhanusha. Sun is in Dhanusha.
No, Sun is not in Dhanusha. Sun is in Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Jupiter are in Taurus.
Okay. 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 And where is Mercury, ma'am? Mercury, you told, is in Mithuna, no?
Mercury is in Mithuna.
Along with Mars.
Along with Mars.
Okay. Okay. Ma'am, 6th from Mercury is Mars.
Is Mars. Right? I mean, it's Vrichika. Mars is the Lord.
Right. And 6th from Mercury, even Sthiti Shunya is a concept, but there is a Guru Drishti, no, ma'am?
Yeah, the Guru is also Sthiti Shunya Lord, because it's a Chaturdasi.
That is okay, ma'am. That is okay. But still, okay. There is a Drishti of Guru also, no, ma'am. You cannot keep that. See.
Yeah.
I still remember see, there are concepts that I can go on telling you, but I'm very, very careful about telling you the concepts. I still remember in one of the sessions, I don't remember which session.
Okay.
When a student was asking me the question, sir, what is the rule? What is the rule? What is the rule? I was differing upon it because in my mind, it was like, you know what? It is because of Maragadhipati. Because of the Maragadhipati, I'm telling this.
Okay.
But in my mind, I'm telling, no, I should not tell that, because if I immediately tell Maragadhipati, then immediately you will get one more. Because till now, you're doing Badagadhipati, Badaga, then Titishunya, then Mandi, right? Then combustion, right? Then Vakra. Now you will add another thing called Mara. So there is a time to use it. So Titishunya, okay. Why is it not happening? That time you check Titishunya. Everything seems right. Why is it not happening? Titishunya. Like remember yesterday when madam asked the question. So when I'm not getting an answer, that time you go to that. Immediately don't, right?
Consider.
So here also you can actually keep this horoscope in par with what a person. You remember a person who was telling that, you know what, I was employed in so and so place, and owing to being employed in a particular place, I got certain perks and I made use of it. Whatever. The same thing applies here also here. Why? Because there is a Guru Drishti here, right? So this is also something
because
that you
of government support, a government job, and government the thing he is able to pay back with these.
Yeah. So we need to keep that also. Okay. There can be no contradictions, man. Can be absolutely no contradictions, and I stay firm with whatever I'm telling you. So you just need to apply. So be judicious when applying Nicha, Vakra, Titishunya, right? It is not something like, just like that I will apply. I'm not getting an answer. Why am I not getting an answer? That time you look at. Similarly, Maraka.
So a person comes with the horoscope, sir, and I have no knowledge of whether something is working. This is we are seeing in retrospect. But let's say the person is coming for a future. How do I make sure that the Titi Sunya won't work? Just go by this.
The impact of the Titi Shunya has to be there at least once in a life.
Okay.
Where is the Shunyadipati here? The Shunyadipati for him is in the second Bhava.
Yeah.
So an impact pertaining to what? Pertaining to the second Bhava is something that he has to experience. He has to experience an impact owing to finances. He has to experience an impact owing to what? Owing to his family life. He has to experience.
Sir, Titi Sunya is not in the second, sir. It is Virgo Lagna. So Titi Sunya Lord Mars.
Ma'am, you told Chatur. No. You told Chaturdashi Titi, no, ma'am?
Yeah, Chaturdashi Titi. Yes, sir.
So Chaturdashi, what becomes a Shunya? Everything becomes Shunya, no, ma'am? All the four corners.
Yeah, all the four. This thing, houses become Titi Sunya.
So Guru, the Shunyadipati, is getting into the second, no, ma'am? For Kanya Lagna. Kanya Lagna? No?
Okay. You are talking of, it's in Taurus. Yeah.
Yeah. It is in Taurus. Is it in Taurus or where is it, ma'am? Is he
Jupiter
in Tulam?
And Sun and Moon are in Taurus, sir.
Oh, okay. Jupiter, Sun. Okay. So always look into. Okay. Right. So always keep into account the drishti, the association there. Right?
Okay.
So Shunyadipati, okay. Now the Shunyadipati is in the Shunyadipati again. So wherever the Shunyadipati, the impact pertaining to the ninth, the impact pertaining to the father, all of that has to be there. One. Then after that, the goal of the person will only be directed towards that bhava.
Okay.
In the later stage of life, the body part associated with that part will have problems. That's all. That is the sum total of Shunya, right? More is there in the session. You can refer upon.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Okay. I put Guru, Sun, Mercury in Tulam and I check, ma'am. Even the other way around also, you go ahead. Still, you will get an answer. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Just need to work on it. Okay. Because I'm just casting the horoscope in my mind while you're telling me. Okay. Next. Anybody else has a question? Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. So I will give you a simple example for all of you to remember. Okay. See here. In Kanya Rashi, a person has a Mercury, which means obviously Mercury is exalted. Right? So now can he take a loan? Yes, he can take a loan. In Meena Rashi, there's a Guru, which means Guru in his own sign is aspecting Kanya, where Buddha is seated. The sixth bhava in his horoscope is in his own sign. Shani is in his own sign. So he got loan quickly. He went and paid his loan also quickly. He got his loan from, he applied for a LIC loan. He got a LIC loan quickly. And at the right time, he finished the loan. Which means what? Whenever you see something to do with the Shubha Graha associated, right, immediately, either with Virgo, right, or with the sixth bhava, immediately you can come to a conclusion that, you know what, there will be a procedure that a person will follow in order to go about and take loans. There will be a procedure in which he will actually also go about and follow in order to go about and repay loans. There would be a reason behind him taking loans, and it would be a valid reason. It would be a correct reason, right? That is how it is. So there is a reason, and some people do it without any reason, or the procedure that they follow is not correct. So this is how you differentiate that. Next, point number 15, enemy. Point number 15, enemy. Generically, you can write down, if the sixth bhava in the horoscope attains strength, the person will overcome his enemies. Generically, if the sixth bhava in the horoscope is strong, the person will overcome his enemies. See here, remember the seventh bhava indicates the person opposite to you. In fact, some people say the seventh bhava is actually your enemy. You are the lagna. Somebody who's opposite to you obviously would be, you know what? The opposite person. So the 12th to the 7th bhava, which means what? Whether you're able to go about and vanquish your enemy is reflected upon by the 6th bhava. You can look at that way also, but the easier way is 6th bhava indicates enemies. So the moment the 6th bhava lord is strong, it means enemy is there. At the same time, you will also have the power to vanquish, overcome, or subdue your enemy. So the base rule is what? The 6th bhava should be strong in the horoscope. You will be able to overcome your enemy. So when the 6th bhava lord in the horoscope or the 6th bhava is strong in the horoscope, they will have enemy and they will win over their enemies. That's it. Simple. Right? Next. When the 6th bhava lord is afflicted, you should not have enemies. When the 6th bhava lord is strong in the horoscope, you will have enemies, you will win over your enemies. If the 6th bhava in your horoscope is afflicted, if it is not strong, you should not keep enemies. For everybody, you should tell her, yes sir, no sir, fine sir. You should adjust and go. This is the parihara itself, right? Which means you cannot afford to keep enemies. Remember yesterday I was telling you, the commanding power, whether you exert a commanding power on somebody and somebody else or somebody else exerts a commanding power on you, that is the 6th bhava. So if the 6th bhava in your horoscope is weak, the bhava adhipati is weak, the remedy is there itself. Don't make enmity with anybody. You cannot afford to do that, and that is the remedy. That is what we call vidiyai madiyal vellalam, which means what? How do you overcome your destiny? Using your mati, using your intelligence, using your common sense, using your emotional intelligence. So I know the 6th bhava lord in my horoscope is strong. Why should I go about and create enmity with another person? So I should maintain a proper distance with people. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Hello. That is the way you should be. All of you got the point? Yes? Which means you should adjust with everybody and go. That's all, right? So here, the 6th bhava indicates enemies. All of you, did you get the point? Yes? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got the remedy also? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, so the 6th bhava indicates your enemies. The graha, which indicates your enemy, who is it? Mars, Mangala. See here, Mars is your enemy. Whether you will be able to subdue your enemy or not in life, that is also reflected by Mars. Right? This is how it is. So now write down, if the 6th from Mars, attains strength, He will win over his enemies. He will win over his enemies. See, why am I not just stopping with the 6th and getting into the 6th from Mars here? See, astrology may look simple, but it is definitely not simple. Otherwise, why would you be coming here and sitting with me? Sometimes when you see a horoscope, everything seems correct, but you're not able to give an answer. So the answer lies here. Some people look like, you know what? They look like people who are just scared of everybody. But suddenly when you mingle with them, they don't seem like losers. They don't seem like sissies. Immediately they will know when to fight. Some people, they may look courageous from the outside, but when you mingle with them a little bit, you will know this person can be easily fooled, can easily be cheated. So what is the stuff inside you? So before jumping into the divisional charts, the answer is right here. If you're not able to complete this, 90% of the work should be done here. What else? This is where the answer is. So some people, superficially, it may look like, you know what? Oh, he looks like a very nice person. But the moment they get into a quarrel, the moment they get into a fight, you know, okay, he is a person who's the boss, who's the leader, who will come. So immediately you should look at how is the 6th from Mars. When the 6th from Mars is getting into a strength, is occupied by a Shubha Graha, right? Then immediately what it means, he will be able to overcome his enemies. If the 6th from Mars, is afflicted, then this person will have problems owing to enemies. Then the person will have problems owing to enemies. So what is the solution here? You should not consider anybody as your enemy. You should not consider anybody as your enemy. So if the 6th from Mars in your horoscope is afflicted, if somebody is scolding you, telling something bad about you, okay, who's bothered? Fine, let him scold. That is the way you should handle the situation, or you should make him a friend. That's all. This is the only option you have. Right. Next. Always keep this in mind. There is a reason behind this, okay? It is where Mars gets debilitated, where Guru gets into an exaltation, where also Moon is getting into a strength, which means wherever there is anger, wherever there is ego, wherever there is I, there is something called as wisdom, which would go haywire, or a wisdom that won't come to you, right? Wherever there is I, wherever there is anger, there's a lot of possibility that you miss out on your common sense. So what do you want? Do you want this or do you want that? Of course, anger is essential for what? Survival of life. So what you have to do now, you need to decide. So if the 6th from Mars is strong in your horoscope, you can afford to be stern. Right? You can afford to actually go about and subdue people, subdue your enemies. If the 6th from Mars is not strong in your horoscope, then it means it is an opportunity for you to actually go about and increase something called as wisdom and common sense in order to face situations by not attacking people unnecessarily and allowing people to be the way they are. That's the way you build your wisdom, right? Next. Number 16. Your servants is the 6th Bhava. Your servants is the 6th Bhava, which means we're also referring to your subordinates here, the people who work under you. So there are types of subordinates that you can have, right? Most likely there are two types of people who can actually work under you. One, you leave your place, you leave your office, you go on a vacation, you go somewhere, or you're going somewhere away to a distant place. During that time when you're away also, they will perform their duties with utmost honesty and utmost efficiency, right? This is one category of employees who report. This is one category of servants that you may have. Servants means those who serve you, let's put it that way. Then there is another category of people. What is that other category of people? You are there not there, that does not matter. Even if you're there or so, they will dig your grave. That is another category of people. So what type of people or what type of subordinates, what type of employees, what type of servants serve you? This is one. Then there is also people who have problems owing to their employees, who have problems owing to their servants. Then there are also people, additionally, who don't get labor, who don't get the workforce. So for that, immediately what? The sixth bhava is accountable, is responsible. Right? Which is the graha associated? The graha associated is Shanishwaran. The graha associated is Shanishwaran. So write down, when the sixth from Shani, right, attains strength, or if there is a Shubha Graha in the sixth from Shani, they will have good employees. They will have good employees. If the sixth from Shani, is afflicted, then owing to employees, they will have problems. Owing to employees, they will have problems. They will have adripti. They will have adripti or dissatisfaction owing to the employees, owing to their servants. Now, I want you all to cast a horoscope. For people in the southern part of India, you don't have to put a lagna because we are talking about the sixth from Shani here. But just for the convenience of people in the northern part of India, I will put the lagna. Because there obviously is a lagna, right? Now, what you can do is cast a horoscope, all of you. All, please cast a horoscope. Simple example, simple way. Okay, put Shani Bhagwan in Makara Rashi. Okay. Put Shanishwaran in Makara Rashi. Put Buddhan Bhagwan in Dhanusha Rashi. Put Buddhan Bhagwan in Dhanusha Rashi. Right. Now, just before I go into the North Indian chart, even if people are there in the northern part of India, right, you can just tell me, which is the sixth from Shani? Which is the sixth from Shani here? Who is the sixth?
Gemini.
Ruled by Mercury. So how is it? Is it good or bad?
It's in the 12th.
So here,
It's bad. It's 12.
No, it's good. It's expecting its own house, no?
Good. Okay, very good. Okay, now I will tell you. See, now, the sixth from Shani, now you can also put the Lagna here, Kanya Lagna. Right? So you can do the numbering also if you want to. So now, first you need to look into this. What is the rule here? When the sixth from Shani is afflicted, immediately there is some problem, there is an adripti pertaining to the labor. So who's the sixth from Shani here? So we have Mercury here. Let me put Mercury here. And Shani. So the sixth from Shani is in the 12th. So the impact has to be there. You know what happened to this person? This person is subordinate. Subordinate means employee, to be precise. That employee took him to the court itself. Where did the employee take him? He took him to the court itself, the labor court itself. So he had a problem pertaining to the employee. But then somebody told something else. So that also has to play its part. And let me also add another thing which is already there in his horoscope. Put Guru in Kumbha Rashi. Put Guru Bhagwan in Kumbha Rashi. So where is Guru aspecting now? Guru is aspecting Mithuna. So is Mercury also aspecting his own sign. So you have a plus. And before that, obviously, you also do have a minus. So the minus also has to happen. Now you write down. See here, the sixth bhava from Shani in the horoscope is in the 12th. So you had a problem pertaining to his employee. What happened, I've told you, this is like detail, just to explain the chart to you. Right? So the employee takes the employer to the labor court. Then after that, what happens is, after that, again, the same employee joins back the owner and he is still working with him or the employer, which means there is a reason for the problem. There is a reason for the solution. All of you understood? Yes?
Yes.
All of you clear? Yes. So when, write down, when the sixth bhava, or this is generic rule, you can write down, when the sixth bhava or Kanya Rashi is associated with Shubha Graha, then one will have good employees. Then one will have good employees. What happens in the sixth bhava here for him? You have a guru. Who's guru?
Guru.
Shubha Graha. So this is also a rule, which means what? When the sixth or Kanya in the horoscope has a Shubha Graha, you will have good employees. So good employees there. So just let's say this person just comes to you with a horoscope. Immediately look into the sixth bhava. You see Guru. So what should you tell now? You will have good employees. Now what will be the next statement that this person will make? But you know what? My employees just dragged me to the labor court. Then what would you do? Why did this happen? Then you look at, okay, Shani indicates the employees. How is the sixth from Shani? He is in the 12th from Shani. Yes, you're right. You are having a problem. You will have a problem pertaining to an employee, pertaining to your employee. Will it get solved? Will it get sorted? Yes, it will get sorted. Why? Because Buddha Bhagwan is aspecting the sixth from Shani. Guru is also aspecting the sixth from Shani. Now, all of you, do you get the logic even more clearly? Right? All of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the way you should navigate. So when the sixth bhava in the horoscope, right, is associated with Ashubha Grahas, then immediately it should also bring to your attention that, you know what, owing to employees, there will be problem. One category of people will tell, owing to my employee, I got into a problem. Owing to my servant, he got me into a problem. Owing to my subordinate, I got into a problem. There will also be another category who will say, I'm not getting labor itself. I'm not getting employees to work under me itself. I'm not getting a servant itself. This is also there. Right? So not there is also included here. Next. When the sixth from Shani attains strength, then they will have good employee. They will have good employee. So even after that, he has taken this person back. So the sixth from Shani indicates your subordinates, indicates your servants, indicates people who actually report to you. So let's say the sixth from Shani is occupied by Chandra. Now what will happen? The labor force, your servants, they will keep changing. There would not be something to do with, you know what, steadiness. Right? So here, even if you look at it, for this person here, you have Guru and Kumbha, good employees. But here, you also need to keep this in mind. There is the sixth from Shani is getting into the 12th. So there are times when, you know what, his employee force is full. No, he doesn't really need any people to work. Right? He's full. He does not need to rely on contractors to get him people. This is one extreme. The other extreme is at times he has a huge shortage of employees. So this extremity is also there potentially. Again, as I told you, one employee went till the court itself. Again, after that, it was solved. So problem is there, solution is also there. This is what is reflected here. Why is the problem here? It is in the 12th from Shani. Why is the solution here? Guru is aspecting, Mercury is aspecting his sign, right? This is how it is. So here, always keep this in mind whenever you are checking a horoscope, whenever you are looking into the horoscope, you always need to look at it from two angles here, right? It should not always be just one route that you follow. You're following two routes here. From this angle, I'm looking, I'm getting an answer. Then next angle, I'm looking, okay, I'm getting a confirmation to the answer. Or from another angle, I'm looking, oh, here is where the answer is. This is how you get the support that you need in astrology. Generically, when 6th has Shubha Graha like Guru, good people to work under you. Then next stage is what? 6th from Shani, afflicted. Then immediately there is some problem. Be careful. Again, if a Shubha Graha is aspecting again, okay, this will come to a solution. This is the way you actually go about and predict or look at things. So generically, if you just look as per the Lagna, the 6th, you will have good employees. You will come out of loans. You will come out of debts. You will come out of ailment. Little problems will come. You will come out of it. This is generic. But then what is the next stage? What is the next step? That also needs to be covered. So this is how it is. And this is what is called as a bhavaga and a graha, which means a bhava and a graha, and a graha and a bhava. This is the concept of what? A bhava and a graha and a graha and a bhava, which means you're taking a bhava, you're taking a graha associated with the bhava and connecting. Parallelly, what you can also do, you can take a graha, which obviously you're doing, and you can also connect it with the bhava that it is associated with. And this is very, very easy. This is very, very simple, because the moment you understand the concept, the bhava, the graha associated, immediately you can link and you can come up with quick answer, right? So this is the traditional, simple, easy route. So with this, today's session is over. Next session, we will get into some more points, which means what? The 6th bhava, remember, you can write down the point. We will cover it next week. So next week, we will cover the remaining portion. Then we will get into each of the graha in the 6th bhava. Then the 6th bhava lord in the lagna, 6th bhava lord in the 2nd till the 12th. So this is how we will go. And towards the end, medical astrology, a glimpse into medical astrology, which is essential for you as a student. That will also come to you, or a base of medical astrology that will also come to you. So all of this will be covered. So as of now, you can just write point number 17. The 6th bhava also indicates law. See, when it comes to law, you will have a lawyer. When the 6th bhava is connected, there is a lawyer. The 7th bhava also indicates something to do with lawyer. So both these bhavas indicate law. So that we will study in the next session. In today's session, anybody has any doubts, please go ahead, ask question. Go ahead. If you want to share example horoscopes also, one by one, you can ask. PX 1157, go ahead.
Vanakkam.
So, yes, sir.
So when the 6th from the Shani Bhagwan is afflicted, so there are two things. So generically, can we say that if you're not gelling well, or if you have problem with your subordinates, or say with your ailments, then definitely you will have some health problem also, some sort of ailments would be there.
Yes. One is connected with another. Correct. Very good.
Right. So, I mean, there are no distinguished way we can be identifying. It has to be, they cannot be mutually exclusive. They has to exist in coexistence there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But also keep this in mind here. See, we are here in the 6th bhava now. So you start with the lagna, which means you, your sharira, you. Then 2nd, okay, fine. 2nd, leave it. 3rd, 4th, the sukha. Sukha is also afflicted. So you should also be able to connect the dots. Do you get it here?
Yes, yes.
The Sukha is afflicted, then here also it is, then you get a little bit more confirmation. Do you get it? One is dependent on the other, as you rightly told, but always don't use that as a yardstick. It means if you're having some problems here, that department also you will have a problem. But don't leave out the other bhavas. You have to connect that, right?
Right.
Then as you get into the 8th bhava, how intense it is. That is how it is. So 111, when you connect, now do I have to, this is not something that you have to force yourself to. It will naturally come to you. As you keep practicing, as you keep telling, it will come to you naturally. Okay.
Right.
I understood.
Now, yes, I would like to share one horoscope here. This is Kanya Lagna horoscope. Okay. And I was looking at it few days back. And he has got the Sun, Mercury, and Rahu in the 6th house, which is Kumbha Rashi. Okay. The Shani Bhagwan, who is the Lord of the 6th house, is doubly in the 8th house. Okay. So at the first glance, I was like, she would have gotten the loan, but because Shani Bhagwan is debilitated, she would not be able to repay it back all the time. But now that if you look at the 6th from Mercury is the Cancer Rashi, right? And Chandra Bhagwan was exalted in the 9th house, aspected by the Guru Bhagwan. So she repaid it, well advanced.
Where is Guru? Where is Guru? Guru Bhagwan.
Guru in the 3rd house, which is the Vrishchika. She repaid it well in advance. She took a loan for 15 long years and she paid it back in just 7 or 8 years only. So I was just wanting the 6th Lord being debilitated, but the difference is making here is the 6th from the Mercury. So I was considering the 6th Lord as a loan manager.
6th bhava is what here? What did you tell towards the end? Loan?
6th bhava is a Rashi. So the Kumbha Rashi Lord Shani Bhagwan was debilitated. So I thought the loan manager is debilitated here. So she has gotten the loan, but she will not be able to repay back on time, right? What is that in the 8th house? So it is highly afflicted there.
Right.
But from Mercury, which is sitting in the 6th house, the 6th bhava from Mercury becomes the Karkata.
Yeah, I got it. Now, why did she take a loan?
She took a loan for the home loan.
Okay. And did she finish constructing the house?
Sorry?
Did she finish constructing the house again?
No, she did. She took the loan for a flat. She bought the flat with the help of the loan. And she paid back the loan within 8 or 9 years only. So I was really surprised, but today I got the answer as to, instead of looking at just the load of the 6th house, we can just be correlating the 6th for Mercury, and that would give us more confirmatory.
Very simple. Yes. What is it? The 6th bhava indicates your loan, the 6th bhava indicates your RAHU, the 6th bhava indicates something to do with, whether you will be a lawyer or not. As of now, the 6th bhava also indicates something to do with litigation. The 6th bhava indicates something to do with surgery. Which of it is this? Do you get the answer here?
Yes. Because it cannot be, afflicted for all those cases. So individually pick up the graha, and from there you check the 6th and 8th or whatever, depending on the karakatwa of that graha, and you get a very confirmatory.
An answer telling 6th bhava Lord is debilitated, right? You will have problems pertaining to loan. You will have problems pertaining to litigation. You have problems pertaining to what? You would have problems pertaining to employees. All of that is correct only. It is not wrong. It is just that you're coming up with a generic answer and you are giving the choice to the other person to decide which amongst this is correct. They themselves have to decide. You're not doing anything wrong, no. Based on whatever little bit of consultation fee somebody may be taking, this is all you can do. Am I correct? Or the time you're giving. Now, I want to know specifically, and I'm willing to give you whatever the value you require. Now you need to also cut to the chase because you're calling yourself an astrologer, right? If you're calling yourself a professional, you have to go to that next level. That is what I'm trying to do here. Right or wrong, you have to go to the next level. This is again what I'm iterating here. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
sir.
6 from Mercury has given you an answer. That's it.
Yes, and it given a beautiful answer because the Lord is exalted, aspected by Jupiter. So it's a kind of
Aspect of Guru. That's it. Case dismissed.
Yeah.
Over. Clear. Am I correct? Aspect of Guru is there. That's it. Over. 6th is getting into an exalted position. Yes. For what purpose you have taken? You have taken for the purpose of house. Yes, that will also come to you. Good. Why? Because Chandra is exalted, right? 6th from Mercury, right? He is getting into an exaltation where in the 4th from Mercury. Am I correct?
Yes.
And is aspected by Guru. You'll build a house. Go. So you should ask that question also for what you want, right?
Right.
Do you want to build a house? Good. Go build a house. Do you want to buy a vehicle? Yes, good. Go buy a vehicle. With that, additionally, also look at Shukta, right? Do you get the answer here? Yeah. So that's why I asked you the question for what you want the loan.
Yes. Perfect.
One more deeper layer. Was I able to give you now? One more deeper layer. For what?
Yes, please.
No, just now I told. No, for what you want the loan. You can also tell
Yes,
that. No, you're taking a loan for the purpose of house. Yeah, go ahead. Take it. Yeah, do you get it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. GM, go ahead.
Hello, sir. I just have two short questions regarding the recordings. Are they going to be available and when? And the second thing is regarding the 6th Bhava. For example, if the 6th Bhava is also 6th from Buddha and it's aspected with the
Give an
gurus.
example. Give an example. Example.
Okay. Kanya Lagna.
Kanya Lagna. Okay.
Yeah. Buddha Shani in Lagna. Second house, Guru Mangala.
Okay.
And yeah, for example, that's it. And Guru is Asta, and also Titishunya Lord, and also Badaka, but he aspects the 6th house. And Sun is also in 12th house in Simha, so the Sun also aspects the 6th house.
Oh yeah, Sun. Where is Sun? Yeah, this is the 12th house in Simha.
Yes, correct.
And we're talking about Kanya Lagna, so he would aspect. How would he aspect you? Yeah, he would aspect the 6th. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, but what is the question here? Yeah.
So my question is, how will the drishti from Guru be in this case, because he's Asta, Titishunya Lord Badaka, and he's also in, for example, Swati Nakshatra of Rahu.
Okay. All right. Yeah, again, I repeat. Remember, madam had asked this question. She was telling Shunyadipati. Remember, she was talking about Chaturdashi Tithi. Don't jump into Tithi Shunya immediately. Don't jump into Badaka immediately. Remember, I told that? Right? A drishti of Guru, irrespective of whatever you call it Badaka. Okay, now you're telling Guru is in the nakshatra of Rahu. So what? It can actually go about and amplify the results. It is good. It is considered to be auspicious. Straight away, when you look at the horoscope itself, what do you see here? Kanya Lagna. In Kanya itself, who do we have? We have Mercury, we have Buddha. Am I correct here? Who's getting into an exaltation, which means whatever problem is there, will this person be able to come out of the problem? Correct or wrong here? Now, will there be a problem? Yes, there will be a problem. Why? Because Shanishwaran is also there. Where? In Kanya.
Yes.
Right? Do you get that here? So this is how.
Yes.
When we are looking at Badaka, Tithi Shunya, use it with regard to the context here. Right? Who's the Badaka Adhipati? Here, the 7th Bhava is getting into the Badaka Sthana. 7th Bhava Lord, right? Where is he? He is in the 2nd. So when we are getting into that topic only, you should get into it. Shunya. When we are getting into the topic of what? Where the Shunya Adhipati is, then only you apply it. For everything and anything, don't apply it. I apply all the rules as it is. Then finally, I'm not getting one answer. Then you apply Tithi Shunya. Then you apply Badaka. Do you get the logic here? So even if there's a problem, this person will overcome the problem. Don't have to worry about that. Right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Because there is Guru Drishti also, there is Surya Drishti also. So is it good? It is good, right? Next day. Hey Malata ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to share this sixth from Saturn for servants. My own example. Kumbha Lagna. I have sixth house moon in own house.
Just a minute, ma'am. Kumbha Lagna, okay.
Yeah, sixth Lord moon in sixth. So getting into Bala.
Okay.
That's one point. Another point, Saturn is in Meena. From Saturn, Jupiter is in sixth house. So another point, Bala. So both ways it is confirming a good servant. So I have a servant. Proudly I can say she is working with me for the past 30 years.
30
and
years.
one more thing to add on, she is a female servant. Cook, and when I was going for work, she was taking care of my kids. And very, very loyal, all that you said. No, when I go out also, she was able to manage, no worry for me. That's the combination there I can relate there. I just wanted to share for the benefit of everyone.
Very good cook she will be.
Yeah, very good cook and very good loyal, all superlative degrees.
Why did I tell very good cook? Why did I tell very good cook?
Moon.
Okay, but in the sixth, who's there? Sixth. Remember what we discussed about sixth? For food, what do you need, ma'am? You need to cook the food, no, ma'am?
Heat.
When Guru, see, your voice is very low. Okay, just you can decrease the volume a little bit, ma'am. Okay, now we will get to know a little bit more about this, a lot more about this when we get into the sixth bhava in the horoscope, when the sixth bhava in his own sign, all of that you will get more answers, right? I will discuss more about it, right? Sixth from Shani, the sixth from Shani is occupied by Guru. So obviously a person will be a very loyal, very good servant, right? And they will also be lucky also for you. Ma'am, was there any development in your life pertaining to work after this person came?
Yes, she is with me from my young age, so it's there. Development is also there, she is also there, like that.
Right. See, Shani is Udyoha. The sixth from Shani, again you have Udyoha also. There is Guru. There is your servant maid. So this becomes a lucky servant for you, right?
Yeah. She doesn't leave me, that's the basic point. Wherever I change house, she comes. Even now she comes, like that. It's a good combination.
Good, very good. Anything else you want to share? So how are the points, ma'am? How are the points, all of you? How are the points? How is it?
Yes, sir. It's confirmation we get from that GRAHA's placement. It's very good. So that we'll be doubly confident in judging a Bhava.
Right. PAX 1143. Go ahead. PAX 1165. Go ahead.
Hello, yes, sir.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Karak Lagna.
Karak Lagna, yeah. Okay,
yeah. Vakri Saturn in the 7th house, Capricorn.
Okay, yeah.
12th house, Sun and Ketu.
Okay, yeah.
6th from Saturn. Once all the employees, what do you say? They left the job, together, 6 employees. And the next day they came back to work.
Okay. So why they left?
For
why
24
they came back?
hours, they wanted an increase.
No. We are not getting to that. Why they came, why they left, why they came back? Because of what we discussed. 6 from Saturn,
yes,
what do we have?
Ketu and Sun.
Okay. You told Shani is getting into a Vakragati, no? Yeah.
Yes.
So now 6 from Shani. Now you have to look at that way.
Okay.
That is the way. Right. You went this way.
So
Okay, fine. You got an see. No. Let me also tell you another thing. See, it is not that I'm forcing all of you to go reverse. Okay, you go this way. You've got an answer this way. No, stick with that if you want. Let us say you didn't get an answer this way. Go reverse and check. There also you'll get an answer. Do you get it? All of you. All of you. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
See,
sir.
you go your usual style itself. Okay, Shani, Vakra. Okay, I don't want to go backwards. I'll go forward itself. So 6 from Shani, I am having Ketu. Because of that, I have problems. Okay. Now let's say that answer is not coming. Go reverse. There also you will get an answer. Okay, so you're correct. Okay, fine. But try this route also. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right.
okay, and if you go in the reverse direction also, there's in the Simba Rashi, there is Venus and Mars. And okay, and I have Mercury and Jupiter in the Lagna with Moon. I have never taken a loan. So that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, this will also give you an answer. 6 from Shani. Okay, you have Mars. It is having a drishti or it is having an influence of Ketu. Am I correct, Aya? Do you get it?
Yes.
Reverse. Then there is a Guru drishti also. So it is solving that problem. Shukra, Shubha Graha is there also. Like this also you can come up with the answer. Right? Okay. Good. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Malata ma'am, if you're done, else go ahead. PX 1143, PX 1165. Yes, ma'am. You have a question?
Yeah.
Or you want to share something? Yes, ma'am. You can, ma'am.
Sir, it's from Saturn. 6th house from Libra is fine, sir. It has Sun and Venus. And Jupiter is aspecting its own
Suddenly
house.
when you tell it's difficult. Where is Saturn? Where is Saturn?
No, I'm first saying the 6th house, sir. 6th house seems strong because there is exalted Venus and Jupiter, the lord of the house, is aspecting its own house from Virgo.
Okay.
Right? But
no,
from Saturn, if
okay. No, ma'am. What is the context here? Are you asking a question?
Yes,
Are you asking?
for servant only, sir, we are looking at 6 from Saturn, right?
Correct.
So if 6 from Saturn, I get Kataka Lagna, and that moon is seated in the 7th house in Mesha. So in this case, it would mean a changing lot of servants.
Yes, ma'am. When moon is associated, it automatically involves a change. Right?
Okay, sir.
It automatically involves a change. But again, we also need to keep this in mind. Is the moon strong? Is the moon aspected by a Shubha Graha? Right? So that also.
The moon is aspected by Saturn.
Ma'am, that is not Shubha. No, right.
That's not Shubha. Right, sir.
Right. PX 1165.
So not so good with servants, right?
Yes, you should be careful, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Right, sir.
Ma'am, 6th from Shani, you have Kataka Lagna. And you are telling?
Yeah.
Okay. And you are telling moon is, where is Shani, ma'am?
In Aries. Shani is in Aquarius, sir. It's in Kumbha with Mercury.
Okay. Where is Chandra, ma'am? Where is Chandra?
Chandra is in Aries, the 7th house, the Libra Lagna.
Ma'am, leave the Lagna, ma'am. Okay. You can just tell the Lagna. But now, 6th from Shani is Moon, Chandra, and he is in Aries. Okay. And Shani Drishti is there. No, you should be careful. No, you should be careful with servants. Yes.
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Shweta Pathak, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Namaste. Thank you for the points. They are all very good, and I will apply it to the other horoscopes also that I have. Currently, I'll give a few examples of what you have taught just now. For loan, my 6th from Mercury. Okay, first I have Gemini ascendant.
Okay.
And Mercury is situated in the 6th house itself. along with Sun and Saturn. And 6th from Mercury is, Mercury is retrograde. So we'll probably have to go in the reverse direction then. So that becomes the ascendant. And ascendant lord itself is Mercury.
Ma'am, Mercury is where, ma'am? It is in?
6th house.
6th house, okay. Sun, Mercury and Saturn, no ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, right. 6 from Mercury becomes Mercury himself, right?
Yeah.
He's along with Shani, he's along with Sun.
Yes, I wanted to say that I have been either fortunate enough to not take loans wherever I could have. There were situations where I was told to take loan, but I managed not to. And also right now I have bought a property 2 years ago where it is under construction. So I had the option of taking a loan, but I have not. And even for the car, the first car that I purchased, I did not take a loan. I have a strict no loan policy as far as possible in life, just so that I don't have to pay interest. It's I don't know, it's because of orthodox mindset or because the chart is saying that. But I'm not comfortable at all taking loans. And also, if I owe money to somebody, I immediately pay it back. I cannot keep it on myself. That is one thing. Next is for, yes, sir. Next is for employee. I have a maid servant. And so again, my Saturn is in the 6th Bhava, Gemini Lagna. And 6th from Saturn is Rahu in Aries in 11th house.
6th from Saturn is Rahu.
Rahu, yes. So although I like my bai, we call it in Maharashtra bai, my didi, my servant a lot, but I'm very in moments I become extremely dissatisfied and irritated by her way of working. I have to constantly keep telling her and she doesn't register things. My biggest issue is communication with her, and then sometimes I give up only.
But where is Mars, no ma? Mangala, Mars.
Mars is in the 4th house, sir, in Virgo.
Okay, all right.
Yes, yes, sir. So I'm not sure. I mean, it's like a lot of times I feel I want to discontinue with her, get somebody else. Then I think let it be. And somehow I'm not able to get somebody else to work. It is a very long association.
See, ma'am, this the 6th from Mercury, sorry, the 6th from Shani is in the 11th, no, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
The thing, the dissatisfaction here, or something to do with, you know what, somebody being erratic and you being methodical, that will be there, no, ma'am? Why? Because in the 6th from Shani, you have a Rahu also, no, ma'am?
Correct, sir. Yes, a lot of times she's erratic. Yes, sir.
So that's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am, bai in Hindi means brother, no, ma'am. See, you're calling bai.
No, bai, that is bhai, that is brother. This is bai in Maharashtra. Servant is called bai. Like female ladies are called bai with
bai
respect.
Means brother, bai means mass, no, ma'am. That's why Shani, the 6th from Shani is in the 11th. So bai, you're calling bai, no?
No, sir. No, sir. The bai you are referring to in North India, that is bhai, that is brother. The bai that I am referring to is servant, sir.
Okay, all right.
In Maharashtra, ladies are called bai, so with respect. So we call them bai.
Okay, fine. Yes. So Rahu, the influence is there with Rahu, but think too much to be worried about here. Why? Because it's in the 11th. Again, even if you look at Kanya here now separately also, you will get an answer. Why? Because Kanya afflicted by a Ashubha Graha. So in these departments, you need to be careful. Somewhere in the departments of the 6th, you need to be careful. Right? That is one thing.
Yes.
What
sir.
in the department
Sir,
you can get into one by one. Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last department is enemies, sir. You said Mars, 6th from Mars. Mars is in the 4th house in Virgo, and 6th from Mars is 9th house. 9th house lord is Kumbha, Shani. Yes, Shani is in the 6th house again, and it is with Sun and Mercury. So I don't have a very consistent habit of going to temples. It's just a remedy that occurred to my mind that make my 9th house strong by visiting temples or pilgrimages maybe, and enemies can come.
You can subdue your enemies. You don't have to worry about that too much, right?
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay. Next.
But just one thing. In her chart, there is exchange of the 4th and the 6th lord also.
Yes.
So and then that way, the 6th lord again becomes with this Saturn. So whenever she tries to, get away with the bai or the maid servant, because of the parivartana, it does not work that way. Can it be interpreted that way also, sir?
Yes, you can.
Excellent, sir. Thank you so much.
PX 1112.
Sir, I have got my daughter's horoscope. So her, she is Dhanush Lagnam, Dhanush Lagnam, and she's got Shani in Tulam. And it is the 6th from this is Meenam. And so Meenam is Guru, and the Guru is in the Lagna.
Ma'am, Dhanusha Lagnam, 6 from Shani, Meenam.
Dhanusha
Lagnam. Where is Guru, ma'am?
That is Meenam.
Guru
is in the Lagna. Guru is in the Lagna, Dhanusha. In Dhanush itself. She's got persistent problem with servants in the house, maid servants. Every time whenever I come here, there is a different servant. Sometimes like 2-3 in a year, she keeps on changing.
Wait a minute. This is where you need to get to the next point. Why? Because here, one is, ma'am, you need to look at it in 2 ways. We are talking about Shani, the 6th from Shani you're taking, that is Guru. Okay, fine. Now, if we had to take a Guru, you're telling Guru is in Dhanusha. Even though Guru is in the 3rd from Shani, he is in his own sign. So you should not be getting a bad thing pertaining to the servant. Now you need to think. Where is Shani? Is it in Swati Nakshatra? If it is in Swati Nakshatra, then go reverse. Do you get it, ma'am?
Okay. Okay. And sir, I have got my Rashi.
Now let us say, then only you use this concept of Titi Shunya, Bhataka, all of that. That is when it comes to play. Right? This is the way you go about it. When I'm not getting an answer, only I go. Because if it had to be the 6th from Shani, he is in his own sign. So why is it that you're getting into a problem with the maid servant, the person who you refer to? Right? Okay. Next part.
Sir, I have in my this thing, I am Meena Lagna, and Shani is in Dhanusha Rasi. Shani is in Dhanusha Rasi, and 6th house Venus is there. Venus is in his own sign. I never had problems with my servants. Have always been for a very, very long time. I have my servants like in this thing. I have never had problems with servants.
Yeah.
Is it right?
That is right. That is right. But again, let me again play the devil here. Let us say if Shani is in Moola, then again now we need to go reverse. Right? So always keep this in mind. Right?
Okay.
Right can become wrong, or wrong can become right. Why? You should also get into the habit of contemplation. Right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. PX 1073, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So even I wanted to share where Shani, basically it's Meena Lagna. Shani is Vakri, is in second Bhava. So from Shani, if we go behind 6, we would get Scorpio. Yes, and moon is. So I also keep having a lot of trouble regarding servants, and they're never stable in the house. And Mars is also looking at it from its 4th drishti. So I'm always, they either steal, they run away, or I get emotionally attached, and I literally
servants will steal, servants will also run away.
Yeah, they run away, or they keep doing something or other, and I get emotionally attached very soon. So
no, it is not that you're getting emotionally attached. They will take over whatever the situation is. You won't be in control of the situation.
Yes.
They will be the, see, remember I told you, the 6th indicates who is exerting an influence over you.
Okay.
So people who are of Nicha Guna, servants who have Nicha Guna. Shani himself is debilitated here, no ma'am. Shani indicates your servants. That itself is debilitated. So what kind of servants you're going to get? Not good.
Right.
Now,
not good.
See, this is where I look at debilitation. Now, 6th from Shani is Mars or Mangala, right? How is the 6th from Shani? The 6th from Shani is, where is the 6th from Shani? He is in the 9th from Shani. Am I correct, ma'am?
9. Yes.
So they are taking control. People who have Nicha Guna, they are taking control. How is the 6th from Shani? There is a Nicha Graha and there is a Drishti here, which means what?
And
the person whose Nicha is getting a Drishti of Mars, which is giving them strength. All of you, are you able to get the logic here?
Yes, very nice, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very true.
Could you give the planetary positions once again, sir, so we get it clear?
Ma'am, can you go ahead? Mesha Shani, Vrishchika Chandra.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Mars and Simha, no, ma'am, you told, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Right.
Okay.
See, an aspect means I'm imbibing that. I'm imbibing that quality. That's it. Right.
So really nice.
So Chandra indicates moving. They will steal, and where they will go, they will move. They will run away.
They'll run away. Which has always been happening, right?
If you catch their collar, they will catch your collar. That's all.
Very true, sir.
That's all. So if Mars was missing, then there is a probability of you catching their collar. That's all. Or they would have escaped. They would have escaped. That's all. It's simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And always they've taken away. I mean, stolen things, and always. And I always trust whoever keeps coming in. I'll keep trusting them still. I still feel like now I'm sure I will not be fooled, but then still I keep getting fooled. Right, sir. Yes. So excellent.
See, Meena Lagna, Meena Rashi, Meena Lagna, Meena Rashi, they are like, born to get fooled. Okay. So you cannot avoid that.
Okay, sir.
Because it's easy to fool people who have Meena Lagna, Meena Rashi. So it's very, very easy. Right? See, you are the Lagna. The people who are opposite to you is the 7th Bhava. Meena Lagna becomes the Kalapurusha's 12th Bhava. 12th is good in so many ways, right? Ultimately, the 12th is the exit point. Only if you exit, there is a new lease of life. But at the same time, you also need to understand the 7th becomes the 6th of the Kalapurusha. So what happens? So that is how it is. Okay. Next PAX. Are we done? Any other question? Ma'am, are you done with the question? You have to move to the next. PAX 1165. Go ahead.
Sir, I have art.
Yes, sir.
Aquarius Lagna.
Aquarius
Lagna.
Just a minute. Aquarius Lagna. Okay. Saturn in the Lagna.
8th house Jupiter Vakri.
Where is he? Yeah. In the 8th house, Guru is getting into a Vakragati.
Vakri in the Virgo sign. So the Jatak in the younger age, he had a nose surgery done. And do you want to know why Mercury is? Yeah, Mercury is debilitated in the second house with exalted Venus. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
First it is debilitated, right?
Yes.
Then owing to Venus, he qualifies for a Nicha Bhanga. That is the way you should look at it, right? Immediately don't say, the effects are nullified because he's along with the Venus, right? So you have the answer here. Am I correct, Aya?
Yes, and he got a very good doctor and help. Yeah.
Okay. So a Nicha has the problem here. A doctor has a guru, comes as a guru in disguise. Do you get it? Aya? Aya clear, Aya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shukra again in it. That's all. Simple, easy ways all of you can predict. Yes. Anybody else? Any other question?
Sir, one
Anybody else?
question, sir. Can I ask one question? If
Sure, ahead,
Jupiter is in Sagittarius, won't it be Karaka Bhava?
For what, ma'am?
He said the one. I think someone said they have Jupiter Lagna and Dhanusha Lagna and
Ma'am,
Jupiter.
Karaka Bhavanasha is for what, ma'am? For the fifth bhava, no, ma'am.
Okay.
Guru in
for
the fifth bhava is Karako Bhavanasa.
Yeah,
Karako Bhavanashti.
Okay, sir. Right. I keep forgetting that. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So if Mars is in the third bhava, in that case, okay, Mars is in the third bhava, Karako Bhavanasha, for sibling, the younger sibling. Like that only you should.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is nothing to remember, ma'am. Karaka Bhava Nasha.
Yeah, I think
the Karaka Graha is in the Bhava, owing to which there is a Nashti. That's it.
Okay.
Now, this is not something big. It just means, what? Something to do with that relationship is not. That's all.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. PAX 1165. Go ahead.
I'm done, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Any other question?
Sir, is it that when you have Mars in Mithuna, it is again Karaka Bhava? Nasha?
Why Mars and Mithuna Karaka Bhava Nashti, ma'am? Third, ma'am. Third indicates your sibling.
Okay.
No.
Younger sibling.
Okay.
Younger sibling, to be precise. Okay.
So general thing means that you have to be always careful with the servants. It means
Yes.
Always. Okay.
This is for life, no, ma'am.
Okay.
Or if you can manage without servants, good enough.
That's difficult in India. Okay, sir.
Can I ask one question to this ma'am here? Because her sixth bhava is afflicted. So,
right.
I mean,
go ahead.
The one which we were discussing, if the sixth bhava is afflicted from Saturn, then you're having some disease or some ailments also, most likely. Can you confirm from her whether she is having any sort of disease, ailment, or something she had?
Ma'am, PX 1157 has a question. Wants to know if there is something pertaining to ailments also, along with servants. Along with servants, do you have ailments? That's the question. Yes or no? Or if you wish not to answer, you can also omit that. But by the way, all of you should answer, okay? Because we are just using student codes. So please go ahead.
Sir, is this question to me?
Yes, it is to you.
Oh, yes, because with me, the mean lagna. So in sixth bhava, I have Leo and I have Mars and Ketu. So yes, I do have illness. I did have a major chronic illness. Yes.
Aya?
Yes, sir. That gets validated again here. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, this is something that I had already shared in the beginning itself, right? Remember, I connected a bhava with a bhava. Remember, I spoke about the fifth bhava, which signifies a relationship, which is your maternal uncle. So if the maternal uncle is having problem, which part of your body will be afflicted? Do you remember that, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So this is connected with that. You don't have to think that, you know what, most unlikely it won't be connected. If this is a problem, that is also going to be a problem, right? Let us say, you know what, your uncle means Chittappa. Chittappa means Chacha. Chacha as in Chacha Chowdhury. Don't write Chacha Chowdhury. That is what all of you told. Since all of you told, I'm following it. So if something to do with, you know what, there is a problem pertaining to your uncle or your elder brother, then it also means what? Who else will have a problem in your life, in his life? Who else will have a problem in his married life? There's a lot of probability, or there is a probability that who will have a problem in his married life? Anybody?
Maternal uncle, sir.
Maternal uncle, and who else?
The wife will have, the married life will be problem.
The married life.
Your kids' married life, that will be a problem, right?
Yes.
Your wife's elder sibling, right? Her married life will be a problem, or his married life will be a problem. Do you get it, all of you? So one is linked with the other thing. You don't have to shy away, or you don't have to think, what if this is there and not there? But just to be sure, you can go in an order. Start from the Lagna, the 4th, the 6th, like that you connect. But this is there, that will also be there. That is a confirmation. Okay. Any other question, all of you? Anybody else? So how was the session for today? So we will meet after the
Amazing. Wonderful, sir.
Amazing.
Very nice, sir.
Amazing.
All of you need to do a revision once you get your videos. Videos would be uploaded tomorrow. So
Great. Thank you.
wishing you all the very best, and we would meet in the next session post Diwali. So at the onset, considering wishing you all a happy, prosperous, wonderful, safe Diwali. Diwali Vartakal to all of you. Wishing you all goodness and more. Thank you. Namaste. Namaskar. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
To all of
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same to you.